Flamboyant, rich and successful. Up until this year, Vijay Mallya stood for the good times. But 2012 hit his fortune's heart. His flight of fantasy crash-landed with Kingfisher Airlines suspension and a revival nowhere in sight.
He was the king of good times and he promised a world-class flying experience. From gourmet cuisine to hand-picked air hostesses, Vijay Mallya brought to the skies the Kingfisher experience. An experience that unfortunately turned sour in 2012. For much of the year, Kingfisher struggled to clear dues, whether salary dues or fuel dues or tax dues. Mallya kept missing every deadline, and finally the government had to pull the plug.
Now with 3% or less, it has already been taken care of in the marketplace. So I don't think that's a concern now. It all boils down to, can they infuse enough money?
The carrier owes a consortium of lenders led by SBI over 6,500 crores. Most banks have been forced to turn the account into an NPA.
We think they would do everything possible, including big sacrifices, to keep that name going.
KFA's aircraft, engines, offices are all leased, and so there's little that lenders can monetize to recover dues. The airline for now is in coma and needs capital to breathe fresh life into it.
Let's keep it at that yes, we are in talks. So suffice it to say that we are having conversations.
That's the only ray of hope. Gulf-based Etihad is in talks with both Kingfisher and Jet for a significant investment. A deal is likely in weeks if not days, and if Etihad picks Jet, then it could well be curtains for Kingfisher.
2012 was the year when former Revenue Services Officer Arvind Kejriwal made his lofty political ambitions public. He attacked the biggest names in business and in politics, from Robert Vadra to Mukesh Ambani. But the big question, does Arvind's brand of activism run the risk of losing steam? What is, after all, the basis of his allegations? Or is this the sign of an India that wants answers to questions that have never been asked before?
नेता बनते हैं, पैसा कमा लेते हैं, 10 दिन के लिए जेल चले जाते हैं, लेकिन कुछ नहीं होता।
डीएलएफ के और हरियाणा सरकार के बीच में एक मैलाफाइड नेक्सस है। डीएलएफ वालों ने एक कंपनी बनाई, उसका नाम था डीएलएफ एसईजेड होल्डिंग्स प्राइवेट लिमिटेड, और उसी कंपनी में 1 साल बाद रॉबर्ट वाड्रा जी 50% शेयर होल्डर बने। नितिन गडकरी जी ने वहां के तत्कालीन सिंचाई मंत्री अजीत पवार जी को चिट्ठी लिखी कि मुझे पता चला है कि यहाँ 100 एकड़ जमीन खाली पड़ी हुई है और ये जमीन आप मुझे दे दीजिए।
2000 से लेके आज तक रिलायंस ने केवल मनमानी और दादागिरी करने के सिवा कुछ नहीं किया।
जनता को लगता है मोदी साहब कांग्रेस के खिलाफ हैं, लेकिन अंदर बैठ के दोनों बिजनेस कर रहे हैं। मोदी सरकार अडानी की दुकान है।
Activism that's skewed with an agenda, whatever that agenda might be, can't really do any good in the long run.
Their job is to hold everybody else accountable, but at the same time I think they need to be much more responsible.
It's not done in the public eye, it's not done on television channels or in 140 characters.
Pranab Mukherjee once joked with his sister that he'd one day become the President of India. A true statesman and UPA's chief troubleshooter whose career spanned over decades was elevated to Raisina Hill. In his own words, from the flicker of a lamp to the chandeliers in Rashtrapati Bhavan, it has been quite a journey for the Republic's 13th president.
Long association with Congress Working Committee, 1978 till today.
To propose Shri Pranab Mukherjee as the candidate for the office of President of India.
I stand ready to embark on a new journey. I also feel a tinge of sentiment at the thought of leaving behind my life as a political activist spanning over 4 decades.
I will faithfully execute the office of President of India from the flicker of a lamp in a small Bengal village to the chandeliers of Delhi.
Years ago, he promised change with his audacity of hope, not just to the United States of America, but to the entire world. And on the 6th of November, America decided that it would be Barack Obama who will take things forward. Obama was re-elected as the 44th president, only the second Democrat to retain the world's most powerful presidency. Here's perhaps why.
I have just called President Obama to congratulate him on his victory.
We are an American family, and we rise or fall together as one nation and as one people. The United States of America, the best is yet to come. No one who fights for this country ever has to fight for a job or a roof over their head when they come home. It doesn't matter whether you're black or white or Hispanic or Asian or Native American or young or old or rich or poor, able, disabled, gay or straight. You can make it here in America if you're willing to try. Michelle, I have never loved you more.
Sachin was the reason people watched India bat. When the blue jersey number 10 hooked Alan Donald off his nose for 6 or drove and cut Glenn McGrath and Shane Warne to distraction, he embodied the aggressive hustle of a nation on the move. One for which victory was the only goal. For that and much more, Sachin Tendulkar will remain the god of cricket always.
I am Sachin Tendulkar. I play for India.
His first international 100.
Oh, this is high. What a save!
Such a great player. The runs he got, the amount of hundreds he scored.
An amazing player, a once-in-a-lifetime player who's played international cricket for 23 years. I mean, no one can ever take away his record. It's quite amazing.
There he goes again, and this is another 6.
Any cricketer's dream is to lift the trophy.
Gets it! First man on the planet to reach 200. And it's a Superman from India.
You are a great, you are a legend, and I played this game and only because of you.
Works it away. That is it.
Hundreds of international matches.
A picture that says speaks 1,000 words. And what better way to get you and wrap the entire year in terms of visuals. The face of hope to the face of spirit, the face of unrest to the face of disgrace, and also the face of romance. 2012 best defined by the most defining visuals of that year.
You cannot simply, spread the message of hate and say that, this is the freedom of expression.
This kind of movies that hurt the Muslims.
धमकी से नहीं डरते। अगर यूपीए चाहता है कि हम नहीं रहे तो उसका बात।
अब हमारी पार्टी ने कल यहाँ राज्यसभा में केंद्र सरकार के पक्ष में ही वोट देने का फैसला लिया।
कहीं कोई मेरी गलती रह गई उसके लिए मैं आप सबकी क्षमा मांगता हूं।
We ask to the Haryana government support and Haryana government ensure their support.
ये
U.S., a former Goldman Sachs director has been sentenced to 2 years in prison. Rajat Gupta also received a $5 million fine.
ये लम्हे ये पल हम बरसों याद करेंगे
During my days of house arrest, it felt as though I were no longer a part of the real world. I had to choose to stay with my people here.
That's driven handsomely through the offside.
Another one. Superlative 100 for Yuvraj Singh, and he continues.
It was tough to believe that I had something like cancer. I'm always hopping around, I'm lively. And just to get diagnosed with such a disease like that was tough on me.
A small moment for you.
Open Gangnam Style. Gangnam Style. Open Gangnam Style. Gangnam Style. Open Gangnam Style. Hey, sexy lady. Open Gangnam Style.
With that, it's a wrap here on Top 10 of 2012. It's been a pleasure bringing you this special episode from this entire team that puts this wonderful show together always. We wish you a very happy new year. Take care of yourselves and may there be world peace.